What's going on? Welcome back to Rain Check. Let's just talk about Gears, baby. Gears and Helldivers, excuse me, ended up releasing, and same day on the 26th of August. And I just got done running some matches, man. So let's talk a little bit about Gears Reloaded. For one, for all the vets out there, look, I've been playing Gears since '06. Stopped being consistent with it about right after Gears 3, right? Gears 4 early on had some issues, didn't keep me. Gears 5, I liked it, but it didn't keep me neither. Nonetheless, jumping back into the roots, right? Enjoyed what the betas was, what they brought to the table, getting back into that OG bag, right? Now that we have full release here, I've been seeing some people like kind of discussing the shotgun, right? The inconsistencies, a little bit of movement, servers and things like that. The game feeling sluggish. One, if you say that the game feels sluggish, the only thing I'm going to tell you, sorry, is that you just got to get better at the game. If you feel like it doesn't work for you in big 2025, wait for Gears E-Day. I don't think the movement's going to be like Gears 5 in E-Day neither. I think they're going to do a little bit of a mix. I think there is going to be commitment, because the thing that people ain't liking for real is the fact that you have to commit to the movements that you make. And even then, there's some playroom, man. You still play with it. I've seen too many people really schmooving out here to be like, you can't get it done. Shotgun. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but it feels like what I remember Gears 1 felt like. I'm just saying, even compared to like Ultimate Edition, I know people are like, oh, this is just Ultimate Edition Remaster. Hey, look, that's how you feel, great. But I'm talking about like OG Gears. Like 360. 06. Kind of feels like the way the shotgun is hitting, I don't know. Maybe it was connection, I don't know what it is, but it's actives though. They're also kind of similar to what I remember, man. Maybe they could tune them down a little bit. I know they did change some things, shotgun spread, active damage, whatever the case, potentially. I haven't done a little my own research really to know for sure, but stop being like, we used to clown on people that used to use actives, right? Like, that was just the thing that we used to do back in the day. Like, there was a difference between like, yo, you getting killed by somebody using actives and y'all just fighting straight up gun game. That's why I kind of think they should just take actives out at this point, right? You've evolved Gears up to this point without the actives. I think the one modern thing that you can do for sure, and there's a couple modern things that I think they should do, along with an old school thing that they need to do. But one modern thing that they could definitely do is just take out actives. Make it consistent. That's it. Because people are always going to complain, especially when it comes to Gears. Gears is a very high-skilled game. Now we're going to have more players than ever before, and that's exciting, which is why I'm ready to get back in the gym, right? I just got smacked around my first 2 matches. Completely obliterated. I'm talking about I'm hitting corners. People are like, nah, bruh. You sit your ass down. I'm like, God damn. Oh, shit. But, it's kind of like riding a bike, though. You get back on it, get used to it. By my 5th, 6th game, entered it out on War Machine. Had 45, 50 bodies, So, feeling good. The game is looking good. I'm not having any performance issues, right, either. So that's always a plus. But I don't know, man. To me, Gears Reloaded kind of got me feeling like this might be the one. Is this going to be the multiplayer PvP game that I end up playing for the next year, right? Like I used to. I haven't had a game that really like grabbed me, you know what I'm saying, in a while. I'm talking about PvP. Now I got Battlefield around the corner. We got Arc Raiders around the corner as well. We got a lot of good games, a lot of good potential that's out here, man. So it's like, but I don't know, the way I'm feeling about Gears Reloaded, I'm sitting there getting frustrated because it's like, dog, why can I hit my corner shots? My movements ain't the same. Again, get back in that gym. That's what Gears was about. That's what made it addicting. That's what PvP games addicting. getting in that gym, you know, that feeling of you getting bodied by somebody else is a reason why we came up with that back in the day. Getting bodies. It doesn't matter. You didn't have to be the nicest motherfucker out here. As long as you was catching bodies, you could rock in the lobby. Now that's to bring up the point of the one old school thing that I think they need to do and bring back immediately. Server browser. Bring the server browser back. We have it in Gears 5. Maybe you can even consider that modern. Bring the server browser back. Gears, the OG Gears, had a server browser. We used to get it popping in the server browser. You knew exactly who was loading up, you know, who was hosting what. Sure, maybe the host had their special powers. You know what I'm saying? Allow peer-to-peer. Bring back host advantage. You know, don't even worry about it. Don't sweat. We can swap up hosts. Don't worry about it. If I'm bothering you while you got hosts, that's how we used to get down. Like, that's what's crazy about on like multiplayer in general, bro. And that's why multiplayer will always be something special for me. That's why, and like why you have to play them in the moment, right? For the game, for the ones that like really pull your interest, because it's just like certain terminology and certain things that happen that everybody just clicks in with. Like nobody, you load into a server browser, nobody had to tell you not to use a Lancer. Stop using a Lancer. If not, you're going to have multiple people, because we used to have friendly fire on too, because everybody getting to work. This is before it had free-for-all. Now that you could implement free-for-all as a mode now. You know what I'm saying? Bring that server browser back. That's what I'm looking forward to the most in Battlefield, because that's how we used to do it back in the day. The Battlefield service used to be high, but when I want to switch it up, I go to one of the known server browsers that we was clicked up in or just knew of, where I knew I was going to run into somebody that I either ran it with before, or you meet brand new people. You got like the rules that like the quote-unquote unofficial rules for Gears, and that's what they would call them, unofficial EA servers or whatever the case. So having Gears Reloaded back on the board, it's a beautiful thing. Having Helldivers 2 on Xbox as well is a beautiful thing for everybody jumping back in. Helldivers was a really good time, man, when I jumped into it. I'm not going to put it back in rotation, personally, but I am going to put Gears Reloaded back in rotation, baby. It's about that time. More people than ever. Steam, Xbox, PlayStation. Had at least 2 PlayStation dudes in every lobby that I was in today. Super dope. More gamers than ever, baby. It's super dope. Can't wait to get in there, jump in the gym some more. Y'all tune in, man. Rain check, still rain. The T is a 7 everywhere. Make sure you follow me, check me in. And other than that, hopefully you catch me catching these bodies, baby. Much love. Peace.